Hello and welcome to Retirement Wealth Academy. I'm your host, Erin Kennedy. Thanks for being with us. This show is dedicated to helping retirees and pre-retirees sort through some of the most complicated topics about retirement. And for the answers, we turn to local experts. Today we have Tom Fortino with us. Tom, it's good to see you.
Good to see you too, Erin.
I'm glad you're here because we have a really important myth to kind of walk through today. That is the myth of retiring in a lower tax bracket.
Right.
A lot of us assume we're going to retire in a lower tax bracket, but that might not be the case.
That's true. We hear this all the time in the industry, but if you think about it when you retire, and this is one of the most critical parts of your plan, when you retire, 100% of your traditional IRA and 401ks are taxable.
Right.
Your pension, 100% taxable, and up to 85% of your Social Security can be taxable. And then it impacts things like Medicare premiums. This is something I think one of the biggest areas that's overlooked in retirement planning.
And I know that it's something you specialize in, though, making sure that people are prepared in retirement for that.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, it's, again, I think it's overlooked. I think we have this terrible relationship with taxes, right? We do it once a year, we give it to our CPA, we do it, and we don't look at it again.
Of course.
And unfortunately, right, that's to our detriment. And there's so many ways, I like to call it forward tax planning, getting to tax-free. And there's ways to do that.
I like the idea of free. And I think this comes back to the question, too, right, whether or not we think taxes are going to go up in the future.
That's true. And that's a risk to retirement. I'm glad you brought that up, Erin, because if you think about it, what happens if tax rates go up in the future? Now we have to pull out more money to net the amount of money we need in retirement. Is that going to make it where we run out of money a little sooner? Maybe. So absolutely, that's a big risk in retirement.
So you mentioned, though, some strategies that maybe people should be considering today to have that tax-free money in retirement.
Yes.
What are those strategies?
Well, there's, I have a report. We talk about the 7 strategies. I'll just talk about a couple. One is the most obvious, I should say, maybe, is Roth IRAs, contributions. You can contribute to one even if you're contributing to a 401k. You can contribute to one at any age. You can contribute to one even if you're not working. A non-working spouse can do it. There's Roth 401ks, health savings accounts. There's just so many strategies that are all 100% tax-free in retirement.
But we're not used to hearing about those options because most of us grow up, with inside our company, and we do the 401k, and we accumulate and accumulate and accumulate.
Right, we accumulate. Then you maybe heard this term before. It's used often, but it's called the tax time bomb.
I heard it, yeah.
We accumulate, it grows and grows. We retire and we say, hands off, I don't want to touch it because it's taxable. It grows and grows. And then we get to required distributions, and now the problem is even worse than we thought. So it's important we put this into our planning.
What is different about tax planning before you retire versus after you retire?
Well, it can be done at both times, but when you're working, certainly you have options with an employer, or you may have other options yourself if you're self-employed, where you can fund these retirement plans that are offered to employees, where you can put larger amounts of money away tax-free. And then when you're retired, if there's some opportunities, now maybe you do some conversions and you do some things that you can then still try to get with this whole goal of getting to tax-free. It doesn't have to stop after retirement. I
appreciate though talking it through with you because I recognize now how many strategies exist. So it helps to speak with an expert about it. Tom, thank you very much. This was really helpful.
Thanks.